See the big one over there? That looks just like mine for Timbo. Except, of course, Timbo's nose.
Dad.
No, really, it crossed my heart. Right there. Timbo would eat from the moment he got out of bed to the moment he went back. He must have weighed over 2,000 pounds.
Really, 2,000 pounds?
Well, not close to 15.
Daddy, is that true?
What? Of course it's true. Would I lie to you, huh? Would I lie to you? See that elephant there? Now, that's no ordinary elephant. That's your industrial strength jumbo over there. Yeah, well, his agent won't return his calls. Problems?
No. You know, I'm cross with Duke for missing her play like that.
Now, I guess you're wondering where the hell he is, eh?
I'm not concerned about that. I'm not.
I mean, supposedly, adores his stepdaughter?
He does adore his stepdaughter. It's just he can't organize his business and his family life, and he keeps disappointing her.
And you're curious as to where he might be?
I'm not. No, I'm not.
You know?
I know where he is. He's dealing with club business.
Uh-huh.
Some other stupid thing. Oh, stop it with that.
Hey, Kevin, you're here. I just hope I'm not making a big mistake.
Why? How could it be?
I saw some people I know on the plane. I just hope they didn't recognize me.
Whose business is it? People come into New York every day for all kinds of reasons.
Yes, this time I didn't tell my wife I was coming.
You told her you'd be coming down more often anyway.
You'd understand, Victor. I love this woman very much. If she discovers what I'm doing involves the mob, then I'm going to lose her. I promise you that. I'm going to lose her.
To look at the cruise ship brochures that I left for you?
Oh, well, the pictures were enough. You know, all those tropical islands and deserted beaches. Tough time playing shuffleboard all day. Sounded blissful.
Oh, do you remember the fun that we had in Europe together when you finished medical school?
Yeah.
Oh, and when you left college. My goodness, the trip to China was... Well, here the Revell girls go again. As soon as you say the word.
Can you get away from the hospital?
Oh, yes, I've already made my arrangements.
Well, I think I'd like to give it a little bit more thought.
Well, listen, it's no rush. The last thing I want to do is put more pressure on you. Listen, did I take the chicken breast out of the freezer? I don't know. My mind is like a sieve. I don't know.
Can I help you?
What is happening to me? I want you to stay right there.
Who is it?
Hello, baby.
Oh.
I was going crazy worrying
What are you
about
doing here?
How do you feel? You look gorgeous.
Well, I'm getting better little by little.
Well, I'm not the only one that misses you. The hospital is grinding to a halt without you.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
People miss you, honestly.
Well, it's nice to hear, I guess.
The idea of spending another night without you, I'd have to check myself into a psych ward.
I'm sorry, I'm not feeling very romantic just yet.
Well, I understand. Do you remember Teddy Tyler?
Yeah, sure.
I ran into his mother in the hallway, and she says that they miss you highly.
Oh, they're sweet. How's he doing?
Terrific. Let's see. What else is happening around the General Hospital branch? Oh, yeah, Walt Benson's in love again. Some new secretary admitting. Evidently, she's pretty special.
Excuse me. I don't get me wrong. I really do, care about what happens at General Hospital, but it's very painful for me to think about the people and everything back there. You understand?
Yeah, that makes sense. Not just intuitively, but in psychiatric terms as well.
Yes, Doctor. Next thing you'll be telling me to come to grips with my feelings and all of that.
You do hate me.
Hate you? No, why?
Because that fight with Dean Arnold was as much my fault as it was his. Maybe more. I know better. Simone, we lost the baby because of me. That's why.
So, Mama, have a nice hot... Well, Tom, I didn't expect to see you here.
Pauline, how are you? I was just telling Simone that I came here for my own mental health. I go crazy without her.
And sometimes even with her there. Darling, I have a nice hot bath ready for you.
Yes, thank you.
That husband of yours is sure crazy about his little girl, isn't he?
Robert? Oh, yeah. He and Robin are very close.
Well, not many kids have their parents around anymore, both their parents.
No.
All right, you got the other roll of film there, love?
Yes. You, too, have the most beautiful little girl, I have to tell you.
Thank you very much. Your Donna's a cute little thing herself.
I've been trying to figure out which one of you two that Robin looks the most alike.
Huh?
Her mother's hair and eyes, and your nose and smile. Well, Robin was blessed when she picked her parents, that's all I can say.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you.
I haven't taken any pictures at all, those two crazy kids.
go
Excuse
ahead.
me.
You look really happy today.
Well, you know, it doesn't get much better than this. The croci, sorry, are in bloom. Spring is in the air. I'm here with my daughter, my ex-wife, spending a lovely day at the zoo.
Did you hear what she said? That lady?
Well, it can't be of any news to you that we have a very attractive daughter.
No, I mean that, she thought you were my husband.
Well, it's a logical conclusion if you think about it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if I'd been here with Duke, she'd have thought he was my husband. Well, he is.
Right.
Right.
I suppose you corrected her.
No, it was a bit too complicated,
While we're on the subject, I mean, who do you think Robin looks like most? I mean, she has your eyes, dark liquid pools. I mean, yours are somewhat deep and mysterious.
I don't know, I guess she's got your nose, sort of.
I mean, after all, the mouth. Now, the mouth is the important part. Your mouth could have been sculptured by one of the great Greek masters, perhaps modeled on the lost bust of Aphrodite.
Bust your Aphrodite? What are you talking about?
The source of our kid's beauty, her dear old mum.
Oh, I think we should talk about something else.
Why? I'm very proud of our daughter.
Yes, she's gorgeous. But, well, we were very lucky, that's all.
Luck had nothing to do with it.
Don't you think we should go home now?
No, I don't think so. Day this good, let's savor it a little bit longer.
All right.
I don't know when the grieving is going to get easier. I keep thinking Julie's going to come walking in that door. He's going to smile at me. He's going to say, "You're having a bad dream, Father."
I don't know how long it takes. Years. I've heard that from some people.
I don't have many years.
Oh, Victor, come on. You're not that old. Okay, so you've been injured, but you're healing nicely. You're going to be fit before too long.
Yeah? I don't feel very fit. Look, as soon as this is over, we go talk. Very important.
Yeah, but we have to make it very quick. I want to be on the next shuttle back to Port Charles, okay?
I'll go make sure the people you have to meet will be waiting for you.
Scares me to death to see him like that.
Yeah. It doesn't seem much the way things are supposed to be. Parents burying their children.
I don't know how we're going to stand it. Any of us. Julian was such a beautiful man.
Yeah, he was that. He was also a very brave companion.
You
heard a lot about my brother.
Your brother? Julie never told me he had a sister.
He talked a lot about you. Enough that I feel you're part of the family now. I'm Olivia St. John.
I hate to meet you under such tragic circumstances. I'm
Duke Lavery, I know. Julian told me, and Father's talked about you ever since I got off the plane.
No, so you don't live here in New York City?
I do, but I've been working in Paris.
I see.
Julian may have felt something. He made me promise to take over for him if anything happened. We all can see that Father's getting old. Julian always planned ahead. He knew you'd come in and help him steer the organization onto a different path.
He told you that? I was rather forward of him, if you ask me.
Do you know what an incredible achievement it will be if we can pull this off? To harness the energy and aggressiveness of the mob in businesses that don't always end in prison and war.
Hold on a second, lady. We can pull this off.
I'm taking Julian's place. We'll work as partners to make Julian's dream come true.
Do you think this is what your father wants? Do you think he wants his daughter involved in the mob, heading the mob, whether it's crooked or whether it's straight? Do you think he wants that?
If we don't plan it before Father goes, then the dogs can fight over the spoils afterwards.
Yeah, possibly. Here's when you went inside. I said I can't go.
What's wrong?
I can't explain to you. Just take my word for it. I can't go in there.
Is it someone you know?
Never mind.
Wait a minute. You can't leave. My father's depending on your being here.
You know, there are some things in this world that are more important than what your father wants.
We had Mother's funeral here. There's a little side room in the back with a curtain. You can go in there.
All right. Show me.
Excuse me. Take Duke to your private family room, please.
Right this way.
Cheryl, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, Olivia. I couldn't believe it when you called. What happened? He was shot. What was going on?
I'll tell you everything later. There are too many years here. Come and sit with Father and me. You meant too much to Julia to sit back here.
Thank you.
Father, this is Cheryl Stansbury. She was a close friend of Julian's from school.
Thank you very much for coming, dear.
Oh. Do we have a book bag?
Oh. Thanks.
The first law of business school, don't take a load you can't handle.
I was just looking for my class locations. It's kind of confusing the way they have it listed here.
Which classes do you have first?
Security and Trust Regulation Law 131 and Stock Market Trends and Analysis 201.
That's easy. Is your first year?
Yeah.
Look in that column. Go right across. There's your location. Just across the bar.
Let us pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power,